With my introduction being a complete failure, I decided to start the video as I was being dropped off by the free shuttle service that Wilson's Car Park offers at Sydney Airport's second terminal. If you aren't flying with Qantas or Qantas Link, and you are flying on a domestic flight, this is the terminal you want to be at. However, every so often, Jetstar operates domestic flights from Terminal 1, which is quite interesting and I have covered in the past. Check-in for Rex is in the very centre of the check-in area, next to Virgin Australia and Fly Pelican. There are bag drop facilities, manned counters and self-service kiosks. I decided on a manned counter as I wanted a fairly decent boarding pass for today's flight. Once being checked in by the very tired but lovely staff, I proceeded towards security, which despite having their hands full, were great and very friendly. Having cleared security, I repacked my bag and made my way towards my gate. At the start of 2023, I decided to buy a year's membership of Priority Pass, which if you didn't know gives you access to any of the over 1,500 lounges worldwide. Here at Terminal 2, there is only one Priority Pass lounge, that being the Rex Lounge. Very convenient considering today I'm flying with Rex. The lounge is located at Gate G2, which is after the food court and on the way towards the Jetstar gates. Once being let inside, the lounge itself is fairly small, with comfy sofas, desks, workstations, bar top tables and more. There is also Rex merchandise in a cabinet display at the entrance and Rex themed artwork spread across the walls. My personal favourite is the painted Saab 340 on the western wall. There is also a kitchen with a fairly decent selection of food, including biscuits, chocolates, muffins, muesli bars, DIY tea and coffee, sandwiches, wraps, yogurt cups, toasties, juices and soft drinks. There's also a bar which doesn't open until 3. There's noodle cups, banana bread, toast, different cereals and many other different spreads, including the Australian staple Vegemite. As it is Christmas, there are also Christmas themed magazines and decorations everywhere. I opted to grab a few bites to eat. However, I wasn't going to be eating them straight away as I wanted to save them for when I got to Griffith. However, I did drink the apple juice. As I was waiting for the boarding call to be made, I noticed outside is a Qantas Link -8 Q400, painted in the Christmas theme livery, nicknamed -8. I also noticed at the bar there are USB charging ports for phones and tablets, as well as a brochure with all the unique destinations Rex flies to. Unfortunately, my time in the lounge was very brief as boarding for this morning's flight was announced over the PA. As today's flight will be departing at a remote stand, a bus is required to transport all passengers from the terminal to the plane. These buses depart from Gate G2, which is where 99% of all Rex Saab 340, Link Airways and Fly Pelican flights depart from. Boarding commenced on time today. Flying regionally out of Terminal 2 is one of the more unique ways to travel from Sydney, as you get a unique behind-the-scenes look at the terminal, which not many people get to do. After rounding the bend at Gate 45, I got a good look at the Saab 340s waiting to fly to their destinations. As we got closer, I got my first real glimpse at the aircraft that'll be taking me to Griffith, which today is a Saab 340B, registered as Victor Hotel Sierra Bravo Alpha. She was built in Sweden in 1992, being delivered brand new to Gotia Shuttle Express as Sierra Echo Kilo X-Ray Alpha. She was then delivered to Hazelton Airlines in 2001, then when Hazelton was merged with Kendall Air to produce Rex. She was painted in Rex's City of Wagga Wagga livery. Later she was painted in Rex's standard livery, making this aircraft 31 years old. Rex's Saab 340s are in an all-economy class layout, with 34 seats in a 1-2 configuration. This morning I shall be seated in 1C, a bulkhead emergency exit row on the right-hand side. The economy class seat has 30 inches of pitch and 18.5 inches of width. In the seat pocket on the door, you'll find a safety card, emergency exit row card, magazine and air sickness bags. Directly in front, next to the door, is the latch where row 1's tray tables are located, but they cannot be accessed until the seatbelt sign has been extinguished. Above are individual reading lights, air vents and a flight attendant call button. As this aircraft was built in the 90s, there is an ashtray built into the armrest. However, for obvious reasons, it is locked.
Sorry, just if you put it on the sides. No.
Soon the door was closed and the engines fired up, right on time.
And then roll that over to the side, yep, that way, and then it'll be fine. Yep, perfect.
At all times. Please observe the fasten seatbelts and no smoking signs. Government regulations prohibit smoking on all domestic flights. This includes vaping and electronic cigarettes. As a matter of precaution, the smoke detector has been fitted to the toilet. Your seatbelt should now be firmly fastened, bow and tied around as this may be located behind you. Also identify an alternative exit. If evacuation is required, all cabin baggage must remain on board. Escape path lighting will light up and guide.
We taxied to runway 16 right via Bravo 4.
Lighting can be clearly seen anywhere throughout the aircraft. Life jacket.
Now please enjoy this unedited takeoff. After takeoff, we turned right over Botany Bay, flying over the southern suburbs and setting a westerly course for Griffith. Flight time today is 1 hour and 9 minutes, covering a distance of 304 miles or 489 kilometers, cruising at 18,000 feet. As we climbed out through the horrible weather over Sydney, the lone cabin crew member began serving breakfast, to which we had a choice of sweet or savoury, and a choice of drinks. I asked for half a cup of coffee and the legendary Sticky Date and Ginger Cookie by Byron Bay Cookies. With the coffee, I was given milk, sugar, and a cup of water. If you've never had Byron Bay Cookies before, and you're a bit turned off by the name, trust me when I say these cookies are the best, with the sweet date being the most dominant flavour, with a small kick from the ginger and nuts. As we continued flying west, the weather didn't let up, as a very cold, low-pressure system was looming over the Sydney region. Eventually, we cleared the weather, and down below was the fairly large town of West Wyalong, sitting in the Riverina region, a famous New South Wales wine region. On board the Saab 340 is a single lavatory located at the front of the aircraft on the right-hand side just behind the cockpit. It has everything you'd typically expect to find, however, there is no running water. Soon we commenced our descent into Griffith. With the sky being crystal clear, I could see very far into the distance, including many different wineries, farms, and interestingly a mine, which I observed from the left-hand side of the aircraft. The descent was rather smooth, with almost no bumps, except for a handful when flying over Yenda. Now please enjoy this unedited landing. After landing, we taxied back to the terminal via runway 6 and Alpha.
Remain seated with your seatbelts firmly fastened until the
Tell you, oh, they're brand. Thank you so much.
We pulled into the gate, 5 minutes ahead of schedule. As I stepped off the aircraft and onto the apron, instead of thanking the crew, I was instead thanked by the crew for joining them and how excited they were to see me again on my next flight, which was very cool to hear. During descent, the lone cabin crew member and I spoke about my YouTube channel and her career with Rex, exchanging details including Instagram accounts, and she and I now speak very often, which is not something I usually do, but it's something I've always been wanting to do, and I hope she is watching this video. So, another great flight with Rex, which is unsurprising as Rex is one of the best ways to travel in Australia. And as the video comes to a close, I now leave you with the departure of my aircraft on its way to Narendra. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe. Make sure to check out the other videos I have on my YouTube channel. And also, I now have a Discord server. Feel free to join, link at the top of the description. And don't forget to ring that notification bell if you enjoy my content. And if you want to see more, I post my videos every Friday at 8 PM Sydney time. And I hope to see you again in the next one. See you later!